Hey guys, so welcome back to Pacific XL Bully Alliance's YouTube channel. Today we will be talking to you about some basic training tips that we do here at PXBA and at HBK. So one of the main things that we want is for our dogs to be very obedient so that when they meet new people or meet new dogs, they are obedient and follow your commands. One thing we don't want are messy dogs. So dogs that jump on people, dogs that go up to other dogs without respect. So that's what we don't want. And so today we'll be teaching you some of the basics that we go through at the start and to help progress these puppies towards better and more respectful ways of approaching people and approaching other dogs. And so the first step is to get a high value treat. In this case, we have a treat that we bring out a lot, and it's gravy treat. You can use other types of treats, like hot dogs are a very high value treat, or let's say a little bit of cheese, or just something that they really like a toy or something like that. So what we do here is we break up the treats into smaller pieces. So I'm gonna break the treats up into smaller pieces that we give every time he follows our commands. So let me break it. And you can see he's really interested. This guy is Nitro. He has a really high drive and he loves playing. So I really think you'll be able to see how our dogs perform. So we put it into smaller bits. And now let's train him. So I'm training him on a leash, which is better because he doesn't have accessibility to go anywhere else. And so we'll start off with a basic sit command. Okay, I have the treat in my hand. I tell him, Nitro, come, sit. Good boy. And as soon as he sits, reward him. And so that is gonna start the process of him trying to understand your command. So let's try that again, going this way. Free. So when you want your dog to leave, or when you want your dog to break the position, you tell them free or you tell them another command that you like, and that'll allow them to know that it's not anymore time for them to sit or stay. It's time for them, they are allowed to move around. So, Nitro, free. Good boy. And so we'll do this again. Nitro, come, sit. Good boy. So as you notice, I'm actually giving him the treat as soon as he sits down. Because with these dogs, rewarding them right after they do what you ask them to do is the best for them to understand that that command is specifically for what specific move you want them to do. So here we go again. Nitro, let's go. Nitro, sit. Good boy. And feed him the treat again. And that is a really big factor. Just giving him the treat right away so he understands. Okay, now let's try something different. Let's try a down, okay? So we get our treat and we lure him down. Nitro, down. Down. And as you can see, he went halfway there, so I reward him, but we want him to go all the way down. So, sit. Good boy. And from this sit position, we can try and lure him down again. So Nitro, down. Come on. Down. Okay, so he doesn't want to go down. So I'm going to tell him to free. Come, Nitro, free. Good boy. Nitro, come. Good boy. Then I'm going to tell him to sit. Good boy, Nitro. And you see, his eyes are always on me, which is really great. That means he is actually engaged with me and wants to actually work with me. So let's try this again. So Nitro, one thing I do to get their focus is I say look at me and I put the treat close to my eyes so he sees. Nitro, look at me. And he's very focused on my eyes. And give him the treat. Good boy. Good boy, Nitro. Good boy. Here. Now let's try and lure him down. Nitro, down. Down. Come on. Come on. Good boy, Nitro. And as soon as he hits that down position, you give him the treat. So, one thing we learned is that every time you make a command, make sure it's followed up by a treat as soon as it's done. Another thing we learned is you have to engage your dog. You have to make your dog have fun while training so that they don't get bored. And if your dog's bored while training, then they won't actually be engaged with you and try and follow what you're saying. And two, I think one of the biggest things is to be patient with your dog. One of the most important things to remember while training your dog is to have fun and to be patient. One of the reasons that being patient is so important is because once your dog sees that you're getting frustrated with them, they won't follow you. So one of the biggest things is to be a good role model and be responsible and patient when training them. And so when you see that your dog does not follow your command, relax, take a deep breath, and start over again. The more fun of an experience it is to train your dog, the more fun they'll have every time you want to train them. And the easier it will be for them to actually get the training right. So, one thing is to always make sure you're having fun. 2 is to be patient with your dog. 3 is to always keep your dog engaged. And yeah, those are some tips from Pacific XL Bully Alliance. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Javi, and we'll see you in the next videos to come.